but she knows full well that he doesn't urinate.
Okay, so FYI, just before I do anything else, this right here, this local disc, is where apparently, like when I'm recording something, there's a temp. I'm gonna get to Molly Mcgee. Don't we worry about that. But I want to first talk about this real quick. You see, this here was all the way the fuck over here, and was about 99% full, pretty much. And I had to delete stuff. I maybe had like 10 megabytes left on there. It wasn't a lot. I know that for certain. And I'm like, God damn it. Like, I tried deleting stuff. I deleted games off of here and all this stuff. And it still barely made a dent. And I was like, why? And then, not only now, because I broke up the last Molly Mcgee episode into 2 audio parts, did it, saved it, and then I just closed Audacity real quick. And then Audacity said, all right, we're going to erase all the temp files on here. And it erased all the temp files, which brought it this thing from here all the way to over here. So I can only assume that because I had not closed Audacity officially, hit the X button and close it, and I only turned off my computer and stuff like that, it saved all that temp file from years worth of different recordings, hours worth of recordings, and all of that filled up my local disk here, and nearly oh my god, it's just insanity. Okay, but in any case, Small Valley Farm and the Grand Gesture. I can't remember if the first... Oh, wait, hold on a minute. Okay. Yeah, so I don't know... I'm pretty sure these episodes were written either during COVID or slightly after COVID with lockdown in mind. And I say that in a sense of this entire episode is about the family kind of getting super addicted to a game called Small Valley Ranch, where it's pretty much like a mix of Animal Crossing with Stardew Valley. You make a little, and it's very much like you make a character, you sell crops and everything to build up your quote unquote farm and all this stuff. So, and Scratch is pretty much very much against it. Molly's like, here, you should try it. These two start a whole scheme where they sell little figures and amiibos and stuff of the characters for money, and the mom, and pretty much while the fat is a big thing. Which also, I love this part where
Carrot.
I love her just shake. Is it Carol? I can't remember her name. Molly's mom shaking the toy and then hearing which one it is and finding out it's these characters, which again very much is like the amiibos and stuff like that shit. I just said it. The freaking Nintendo game, Animal Crossing. Stardew Valley, Animal Crossing. Which I'm like, okay. But also, I love how she shakes it and she knows which ones are which, because I kind of what got me into blind boxes when I did that once for the Steven Universe once, and I shook it one, and I'm thinking of it okay, Lapis is the biggest toy, one of the biggest figures in this lineup, and if I shake this, it sounds like it's a big figure in here that can barely move. This gotta be Lapis because of her wings. Open it up, it's goddamn Lapis, and I've gotten so many blind boxes since then. Also, I've gotten a few. I have I have to figure, and it's funny when you do blind box, you kind of slowly start to learn ways to figure out whether it be listening to it, feeling the packaging if it's plastic, or if they're in a hard shell and they have a little cardboard strip around the edge, feeding your nail into it to pop open the plastic thing without having to break the cardboard strip. That way you can fiddle around inside the casing to then see the figure inside. Isn't that right? Gwen and Miles and Gwen. I don't know what these are called. I've never seen this show because it's a little kid show, but it had Spider-Gwen and I wanted Gwen, so I was like, all right, I'll grab Gwen, and then I found those while doing it. But also, sometimes you just get lucky and then you get super rare figures, and then you do it, which I'm already it was Monster vs. Godzilla, which I like, but it was him when he had he's about to do the tongue breath. But then also Mecha Godzilla, which is kind of amazing. Any case, blind boxes are fun, but they pretty much get these figures so that they could sell it online, which they start selling it for a shit ton of money. And pretty much, I'll bring up that stuff later, but pretty much this dude is completely against Wendy's.
I fed for myself for dinner.
This man pretty much starts getting into the whole game and starts playing the shit out of it, and then he's like, well, I made a big stink about it, so now I gotta hide it forever. They still know I was playing it and I was wrong. And
Geese have fun, sleep, talk about it in the sleep, eating around, 8 single morning pleasantry. Right, back to your stupefying game, which is like 90% waiting around. 8 hours to grow a ruby rutabaga? Who's got the time?
But how'd you know about the ruby?
I love the little bit, if you look at Molly, see how, her,
Who's
face
got the time?
movement, wait a minute, how the hell does he know? That's very, I love that little tidbit, that little bit of, wait, what?
How'd you know about the ruby rutabaga?
How did I? Yes, well, you know what? I heard Pete talking about it in his sleep last night. I watch him sleep sometimes. And he is
Why?
a sleep talker.
What else have you heard me say?
Oh, you know, a lot of things.
Also, this dude has a...
Considering my real life green thumb.
He has a little green thumb.
The doctor!
Yeah, I don't know. I don't really think about it. As long as I'm playing this cute, all-engrossing game.
But anyway, Scratch basically then tries to hide the playing the game. These guys start selling the figures for a shit ton of money.
$50.
Which, to be fair, I'd be lying if I didn't say I've done something somewhat similar. Though $50 is way too outrageous for one figure. But, it's Lena. I can't get a Lena figure somewhere else. And it's Darkwing. How the hell am I going to find a Darkwing duck, DuckTales figure? I'm not going to find that. Anyways. What I'm saying is I have a problem. And no. In any case. Sorry, Lena.
Baby!
And pretty much Molly then comes down the stairs and goes, here.
Bye. Brrr. Yeah, I'm okay. But what you said about staring into our screens, it kind of cut me deep. So I've decided I've neglected our friendship, and I want to make it up to you. Bye. Brrr. Spending all day together.
All day? Our crops are gonna wither and die. We'll miss out on the sundown shine surprise.
There once was a farm.
And pretty much these two hang out, which I love this line. It's actually pretty funny.
He pretends that he needs a little bathroom break, but she knows full well that he doesn't urinate.
I don't know why that line gets me. Right now that he doesn't urinate, it's God damn it.
He tries to leave,
Sorry, Mal, gotta go. Chairman stuff, you understand.
but the ghost world internet is way too slow.
Which is true, because it's dial-up. Damn, estimated time. Oh, God, okay. As someone who grew up, someone born middle 90s, has extremely good memory, so I can remember a lot of what happened, from 94, 95-ish, maybe 4, I don't know. 4 would be very pushing it. Maybe 5, 6, 7, around there. To early 2000s, and where dial-up was a very big thing, and being someone who would go on Cartoon Network website, the Cartoon Network website, to play the Tom and Jerry game, where you pretty much play as Jerry, you clicked, and eventually you had to drag Jerry around the thing while Tom tried to chase you, you had to collect cheese and everything. Being someone who played that, and played it on dial-up, 10,000 years to play a modern game. Mind you, that was a Flash game, which probably still took 30 minutes, if not longer, to load. Yeah, no, playing a modern game with dial-up, 10,000 years is probably not that ridiculous.
Chemically addicted to that satisfying.
Actually, wait, what was that chemical composition?
To that chemically.
Ho, and I don't, wait, what does HO mean? If that's actually like an element. HO, atomic number. Holmium? Holmium. NH2. What is that? Hydroloxamine? Oh, I think that's wrong because it'd be 2 holmiums and. Wait a second. Molecule? Pursuit. In pursuit of. In pursuit of. What? Serotonin. Oh, it's serotonin. Okay, yes. There you go. Chemical. Anyways, yeah. So pretty much, crops wither and die. He's having to deal with all this. Something slightly kind of horrifying. This guy cashes out early. She's like, "We can make so much money. We make so much money selling these."
Real quick. Cash out.
And then-
Mom. Cash out like I did. These trends can turn real quick.
I don't know why this man sold the figures and then bought all this shit. Like, if I made as much money as supposedly they made, hell, I'd be saving
Cash
that.
out when a new.
Like, I would still buy stupid shit. Like, I'm not gonna lie. Like, I looked at I bought 2 figures that were supposed to come in February that Transformers came 3 months early, which I'm like, oh boy. And then the 2 other figures that I pre-ordered because I didn't have money in the bank last week, because of that, they didn't send it to me right now, which I'll find them later. They just came out, but those figures are like I couldn't get those figures. Those came out a month early too. I'm like, God, why are you sending them so early? Stop it! Like, Amazon needs to stop sending shit early and just send it when it says it's gonna send.
New wave of minifigs just hit the shelves.
So, anyways, you see where that's gonna go, but
Drop, huh? You wanted to check?
yeah, Scratch wants Molly to jump on the thing. Scratch is like, I need to do this. I need to do this. Especially when Molly kind of hints you like, oh, it's always different. You'll never feel the same again.
Sun is getting low, Scratch. It would be a shame to miss the sundown shine surprise.
I can't take it anymore! I love Smile Valley Farm! You were right.
And then we find
A
out.
request from definite.
That game is magic!
Oh, Scratch. I knew you've been playing all along.
How? How so sneaky?
Oh, really? You sent me a request from definitely not Scratch to build a magical corn bridge.
And Hapifier, which is very funny how she did it, and I love what happens
Between
next.
our farms.
What? That's impossible. I sent that to NH4P. Oh.
Do you see it?
Yeah, I got it. Okay.
Yeah, when you say it out loud, you get it. You goes
Yeah.
in happy
And
fire.
happy fire. Okay.
I was proud of that one.
That's what I also really love about this show a lot. Because, again, I love the Owl House. I love parts of Amphibia. I liked a lot. I liked some bits of Starverse. The more I look at Starverse, the more that show sours in my mind. I really have to rewatch it just to see if it's as sour as I'm remembering it a little bit. Because I just remember all the human episodes, the Earth episodes were so laggy. Because I'm like, just go to another dimension. You have the ability to go to another dimension. Why don't you go to another dimension? But, that being said, Molly Mcgee, again, has probably the best Human World episodes. And the best little moments. Like that little moment right there where Molly's just a little proud of her little username. I'm like, by God, that's so cute. And I love that. And then Scratch, oh God, I see it now.
All right, but why would you keep me from playing the greatest game ever?
I just wanted you to admit you loved it. Honestly, I thought it'd take you 5 minutes, not 5 hours. You are so stubborn, mister.
I love their interactions. It's
You're
so
like
cute.
a Peter Parsnip that doesn't want to get plucked.
Oh, those are the worst.
Oh, I know, right?
Molly, we still...
I love them bonding over a game.
Time to claim the sundown
I don't know. For me, that's something that's like I can relate to a
shine
lot.
surprise.
Oh, Corn, you're right.
Look at it. Those rays, so nourishing. Don't do it, because if you cry, I'm gonna cry.
Scratch, I'm sorry. I don't think it's an exaggeration to say it's the most beautiful thing I've ever seen.
Now that we got that, I sort of feel like it's over.
Yeah, it does.
And that's also the thing about like certain gacha games or free to play games. Like that once you like for me, I usually want to play it for a specific reason. And sometimes when I get to that reason, it ends. And it's just like for me it feels like it ends just like, well, I don't want to play this anymore. Like I think the only gacha game that ever had me like that was that like I kept wanting to play was Kingdom Hearts because I wanted more Kingdom Hearts, so he kept giving me more Kingdom Hearts. But even then, like a lot of the times or sometimes it's like the idea of like you'll never get this item again. And like, or you'll have to spend a shit ton of money to buy that item, or to keep rolling that item and randomly get it. It wears down on me a lot. There was that one mobile game I was playing where you had like the mystical, like they're like, it was like kind of modern day, but like all the characters had things. A Markiplier apparently was in it at one point. And like you get Sun Wukong, which was really badass. He was my favorite unit, but it kind of just like it was like I don't want to be spending money. I don't know. There's a lot of like beware of gacha games because there's the thing like there's the Godzilla gacha game that I kind of want to play, but then also like then like I don't know I'm gonna get my main Godzilla that I want till I keep playing like re-rolling and like all this other stuff. And like I would love to probably even play Genshin at some. I kind of been tempted to play Genshin again, if only so I could try to get Diluc because that's like the only unit I really want. I don't know. It's a whole thing, but like. Yeah, like even then, like certain games like that just kind of like waves off you as soon as you get what you want. It's like, well, I don't want to really play anymore. Like I've been playing Marvel Snap, and like right now, like they came out with a new season pass, and like it's Hellfire Gala, and I'm just like, I don't really care. I did the last one because I really wanted to get Miss Marvel icon that you get like when you reach like level 90. This one, I'm just I don't care. But yeah, I don't know.
I used to be.
It's just the whole thing, but. Certain games I do come back to play with, but like something like that where it's like a mobile game, like online and stuff like that, it's just like keep updating and it's like there's never ending. Sometimes there's a point where you kind of just reach like, this is what I wanted, and then just like ends. I really need to get
You're like Smile Valley, woo! But now I'm kind of like Smile Valley, who?
Right? That was fun while it lasted. Hey, you want to go outside
Did Molly get taller? It looks like she got taller.
and breathe some, I don't know, fresh air or something?
Yeah, we could like kick a ball or look at a tree or something.
Great. I don't have a leg.
Also, yeah, like I was saying about the lockdown this feels very lockdowny with like everyone inside with the games or whatever. But then also because again, Animal Crossing was such a big thing during lockdown. So
I can't do the kicking part, but we could throw it or toss it.
That won't affect my sales, right? It's just the two of them, right? Right?
yeah, no.
Remember Tabitha Turnip? Don't you want to buy her? Or Callie Cucumber? Rudy Rutabaga? Please don't
$1 blind box means $1.
buy them!
The Ghost and Molly Mcgee.
That's such a sad, but also kind of funny one. But yeah, all right. And then Grand Gesture, which I didn't expect a Flubber one, but a Flubber reference in this, but they got it. Also, this is probably one of the again, this show does a lot of really, really funny jokes because this whole scene is just perfect. Like it's extremely funny comedy. Like this right here.
Chanel, I know you're a big city.
Like, soon as you see the turn, and you see that he's Pumpkinhead, hold on, man. Soon as you see that he is a Pumpkinhead, you're just like, what is this guy's story?
Lawyer, and I'm just a humble country doctor genetically crossed with a pumpkin.
And then you drop that line, and you're just like, okay, I guess my question is answered?
But I've got something big to say, and I need to say it in the grandest possible way.
Oh, Gordon.
Jeremy Chanel.
I do not object.
Okay. So, if you've seen my reviews of this show, you know how I kind of feel about Ollie. And I don't really, like, he's an okay, I don't like him because all he is Molly. Give me a minute. Back, but I don't like Ollie because he is just Molly, but guy. Like, it's not even, like, I don't know. There's, okay, so, to compare it to one of my favorite couples of Luz and Amity, yet, like, their personalities are completely different from each other, other than they're nerdy, but they love Azura and they bond over Azura. Like, that's something that kind of ties them together. Give me a minute again. Back. But, like, that kind of ties them together. Or, if we want to look at Star versus the Forces of Evil, even. Marco and Jackie. Did you think I was going to say Star and Marco? Hell no. Those two are honestly fine as well. But Marco and Jackie, like, Marco's an uptight, like, kind of, hesitant kind of thing. But Jackie's just kind of a cool, go with the flow, like, accept you for who you are kind of character. Which, that made that relationship kind of amazing. And honestly, kind of made me extremely pissed when they just kind of broke up. It's like, it's legit, like, and I'll say this too, like, in Star Versus, if anything, because, like, yeah, I did eventually want to see Star and Marco together, yeah, at some point, but, like, also on that same note, like, if they would have done something like Star and Marco break the Blood Moon curse, and then and it does end with Marco and Star not getting together, just being friends, and Marco going with Jackie, that wouldn't surprise me. It'd be a really good twist on that. Like, oh, the two main characters who are always together don't get together? Okay, that's kind of neat. Hell, even Kipo kind of did something cool with that, where, the boy she meets and kind of likes, turns out he's gay. And it's like, oh shit, alright. Like, and this episode is pretty much Molly trying to make a grand gesture because of Scratch and Libby. Saying she needs to make a grand gesture of love, and to this guy, and Molly just going, okay, and going along with it, but, and it's just like, I don't see chemistry with Ollie and Molly. I don't. They're just the same character. There's no real chemistry there. If anything, they're worse for each other, as shown in Carbon Zero Heroes, where, again, it's a feedback loop. Like, both Molly and Ollie will get really into something to the point where they will start hurting themselves to do it. Like, I would see them both killing themselves trying to enhappify someone. Then, like, I don't know. Then, like, having a long life together because they'd be dead together. Like, I don't know. But then you also have shit like, it's like, oh my god, look at what Libby does in this, like, right now.
Yeah, that was the best country pumpkin movie yet.
The trailer said this movie would give us pumpkin to talk about, and they did not oversell.
I know, right? That was the exact embodiment of what love should be. Just like you and Ollie.
This girl just said that's the exact embodiment of what love should be, grabbed Molly by her lips, and then pulled her right up close, still holding her lips like that. And I'm just like, but I first was like, holy shit, she's gonna kiss her. Like, I was like, what the fuck? I was like, what the hell? Like, but the thing is, that would kind of work. They actually have chemistry. Molly has chemistry with Libby. Molly has chemistry with Andrea. Like, I don't see anything with Ollie. I don't. Like, what chemistry is... Daryl and June have more chemistry together than Molly and Ollie do. Like, by God, but...
Is it? The nature of your relationship has never been entirely clear.
Yeah, so Molly wants to ask him to be a boyfriend. Again, look, she's still face to face, still holding Molly's lips with a little, like, oh, in her
Okay,
eyes.
so we haven't technically defined the relationship yet, but that changes tonight at our bi-weekly banana
Yeah, they go eat, but
split get-together at Sam's Diner. Sam has agreed to reserve the middle northwest booth situated at a 45-degree angle under the moon, which, because of the time of year and its current
all that Molly likes at him that we know of is,
will highlight Ollie's swoopy bangs.
like, his bangs. That's it. That is it. Like,
Molly, it should be a grand tick. No offense, but this is about solidifying Molly. It should be a grand gesture.
like, and pretty much it's them pushing for that. And while that's also going on, Daryl needs ectoplasm and says,
Plasm for this sandwich.
Cold American, not even gonna ask questions. How? What? I can't concoct a romantic scheme on an empty stomach?
June, got that ectoplasm.
Thanks, Daryl. I now know ghosts are not a threat, but I want to understand them better. For instance, what is ectoplasm? I'll run some tests to see how it reacts to different stimuli.
this man starts using him like flubber.
Slam dunk.
Which, I mean, I'm like, oh, this is like flubber when you start fucking around and stuff. And then... Medcorp. He becomes Flubber. That's Flubber. Also, he eats electricity, which I get it. Like, they were shocking, so I guess that's kind of the reason why, probably. But also, that's very in with ghost lore of like ghosts absorb electricity, and that's why like the water absorb electricity to move things. That's why lights flicker when a ghost around. Which honestly, if you do kind of, whether you believe in ghosts or not, from a science kind of standpoint, I think it kind of makes sense. Like, if a ghost can absorb electricity to move something, it's turning the electricity into a foreign power or more power to move something across the thing, however it does that, whatever. Able to move it across. And even when they say like a ghost enters, like the room gets cold, and if the cold is simply an absence of heat, most likely the ghost is absorbing that heat to then, be able to manipulate and transform and control things. But I don't know, it's just my thoughts. Yeah, these two become parents.
My heart.
For like 5 minutes. Also, there's a whole thing, they ask, try to have her sing poetry or dance, and it pretty much just weirds.
Hark! Thou hast eyes that twinkle like endless stars.
Hark? Oh, is this your poem for English class? I haven't even started mine yet.
She's losing him. I'm going in!
Don't write your poem until you've heard the rest of mine, which I will have for you in just one moment.
Ooh, boy.
Ooh, boy, you make my heart jump for joy.
Yeah. So, good start. Your rhyme scheme seems a little off, but I like where you're headed. Gotta go start mine. Bye!
Molly, you got...
Oh, poor Maul. But yeah, these two become parents, and turns out he eats electricity, grows bigger, escapes. Daryl then...
Too young man. Not like...
All right, Junior, that's enough. Back inside, please.
I do not like this attitude, young man.
And immediately I want to see an entire series or an entire subplot of Daryl and June having to deal as kids, will also deal with their new ectoplasmic baby that eats electricity. Like, by God, do that! That'd be amazing! I'd follow that story! But no.
Wow, it's only...
It's... Even how it ends, it's so weird. It's so weird, the Ollie episodes. Because all of the Ollie episodes... Like, some of these Ollie episodes just feel, like, super rushed. And maybe they were. But I don't know. It just feels like... I don't know. It's just so weird. And, like, there's a grand gesture, which, honestly, yeah, they see the balloons. Ollie, will you be my boyfriend? And I'm like, okay, how is this going to pop and then form into a word that isn't great? Leads him there. Scratch pisses off a woodpecker that starts pecking him. Pops the balloons.
Molly, you can tell me anything.
Again, all you like is his bangs.
Anyway, sorry. Back on track.
If they find out it's just a small thing, like a small crush, I kind of understand that. But
Ollie, what I want to say to you is...
Ollie, you fiend.
Oh my corn, do I love trees!
Sends it home. And then, again, here's Libby coming in.
You're having it.
Showing me all those...
You're welcome.
And your insides feel like spaghetti. Your palms are sweaty.
You're having indigestion.
Or it means you're ready.
Pulling, again, smacked face, like, super close. And again, here's what I thought. Okay, so here's the thing.
To finally reveal how you feel, and you gotta go big.
So big.
You gotta go, like, above and beyond.
Okay, these guys, wait, hold on, this is pretty funny.
It's romantic.
Big, so big.
Oh no! My worst fear!
So big.
Being caught off guard by a flash mob!
So big.
So weird. But the whole thing, it goes pretty much down the drain. Molly tries to open up about this, and then when she does eventually open up, tries to open up.
Behind you! There's a giant energy-sucking monster behind you!
Actually, wait, hold on. It's probably better to have when Molly, he says.
Oh, dragging me through the park? The flash mob? Rip the bandage, Molly! Put me out of my misery! I can take it!
Pretty much thinking that Molly doesn't like him.
It's definitely not that, it's... What I've been trying to tell you is... There's a giant energy-sucking monster behind you!
Is that a metaphor?
Probably.
Okay, I think that...
Yeah, so the baby turns to a giant goo monster. This scene's kind of great because Molly is so into being an ant.
We accidentally created a new life form, and he's in a bit of a rebellious phase.
Oh,
If you wanted a relationship in this, why not make it June and Daryl? Why did you have to make Ollie? Because June and Daryl actually have chemistry, and they actually have, like, even like the whole thing with the baby, it kind of fits more. Like, ugh.
he is so grounded.
Once he's done with timeout, can you call me Aunt Malls? I'm gonna be a fun aunt who lets him stay up late, eat cake for breakfast, and watch stuff his parents would never let him watch.
Molly, not the time.
Yes, understood. Fair.
And then the giant ghost baby starts eating electricity, grows super big, and
I really don't understand ectoplasm.
becomes a smart higher bending.
Journey, not a destination. The mysteries of the human heart are amaranthine and...
That's probably someone, I don't know, the voice actor. But it pretty much says that Molly should just keep it small, kisses them, says thank you for loving me, even though I'm pretty sure I've showed you all the scenes with them. There's not really much love other than saying, stop that. And even then, it's like, okay.
Need not be grandiose, for the truest love lives in everyday moments. Now, I must ascend to higher celestial planes. Farewell forever.
Don't forget to call and come home for Thanksgiving.
Completely kind of erasing the idea of them raising a little ghost baby thing. Which would have been kind of cool.
So true! Ollie?
And Molly says he likes her. They can be boyfriends. They hug. Their hands generate electricity, which powers the city.
Yes! The Molly lives!
And all I'm thinking throughout the entire thing was, I thought what would be a really good twist is we find out at the very end, like, here's how I would have written that. Ollie at the very end either says, I only like you as a friend, maybe he's gay, I don't know. In either case, you could have one of those things happen, and then at the very end, Molly feels down, but Libby goes, sees Molly's a little bit heartbroken. Libby goes, oh, okay, and maybe, like, this whole grandiose thing that she was going for and all this stuff, she has one of her own, asking Molly if she wanted to go out, or something like that. Like, I feel like Molly and Libby would work so much better. Like, or Molly and Andrea. Like, by God, like, Molly and Ollie just feels like, again, the same character. And there's no balancing in there. There's nothing, like, in that relationship, it doesn't seem like there's anything really that good in the mix. And I don't know. These episodes were fine. The second episode was fine. The first one was really good. This one was just okay. Like, it's weird. The ghost baby thing immediately just gets solved because he just eats enough electricity. Molly and Ollie are now together. And again, like, even like from every way, like, Libby was just like pulling Molly real close and looking like she almost a kiss her and all this other stuff. I'm thinking, like, if the twist is Libby's gonna have a grand gesture for Molly, that would be amazing. And would be like, holy shit, yeah, you could kind of look back at it, all the things, like, the reason why she's trying to go big and everything, saying to go big and everything is because she wants to go big for Molly, and I don't know. This is an okay episode. Tell me what you guys think. Comment below. Thanks for watching. Share videos I've done. Links on my face, because there's so much videos. Tell me what you guys think. Do you guys think Molly and Ollie have chemistry? I would rather see, if they were going to do a relationship like that, June and Daryl, because one's a con artist criminal. The other's a smart scientist who wants to learn more about the world and stuff like that. And I feel like those two together, like, not only is there more chemistry when they're working with each other, there's more, like, even stories you could do with that. And add the little ghost glob thing that they're raising. That'd be even cool, too. Like, it would add more, too, and give them their own little supernatural thing while Molly has Scratch and, whatever. I don't know. So, I comment below. Thank you for watching. Few videos I've done. Links on my face, because there's so few videos. Hopefully you enjoy this. This is okay, and we will see you later. Yeah, the last second was okay. The first one was really good.